how do you run an organization where with 2,000 rating opportunities, 1,999 times, you're exceeding expectations? So, and then I have lots of other stories.
So I know we could spend a lot of time on GE, but you make this decision to go back into government, right?
Yeah.
How is that? Because you're over here on one side, you go from Supreme Court, administration, your own law firm, come to GE, you have storied success there, a lot of the mergers and acquisitions, a lot of the corporate development, GE Power, you connected with Nardelli during those days as well, and then you get this calling, so probably somebody's calling you to say, hey, come and help out in the Department of Energy, right? So walk us through that decision as a public, then private, and then making a decision to go back.
So there is still this haunting voice of, civil service, and this is good to help your country and all the rest. And now I'm thinking, okay, now I've been over a decade at GE. The job was being Deputy Secretary of Energy, which is sort of the COO of the Department of Energy. And I think I can bring all this skill set that I have and fix this. And why I didn't learn the lesson that was a foolish thought, I don't know, but that's what I did. And I'll give you my favorite example. And I'll say there was a week and a half period at DOE where I could actually see the government functioning the way all of us as citizens would want, and that was after 9/11. That was a fascinating time to be in government, and particularly, at that level. But anyway, so we had a week and a half, and that was interesting. But so I've been a decade at GE, and I come into this job and I go, okay, first thing I want to do is, in the government, there's something called the Senior Executive Civil Service. So it's the very top of the civil service ranks. At DOE, there were 500 people in the SES. Those are your top people. And there's a rating system. There's a fails to meet expectations, meets expectations, exceeds expectations. So I go in my GE way, and we literally had a requirement to fire 10% of the people every year, which isn't a good idea, but that was our requirement. And I said, I know I'm not going to be firing 10% of the people, but maybe we can do something on compensation that really incentivizes people to solve problems. So I say, show me the ratings for the last 4 years for these 500 people. So 500 times 4, 2,000 ratings. Not a surprise that in 4 years, no one was rated fails to meet expectations. That was not a surprise. Not a surprise. How many people do you think in 4 years were rated meets expectations versus exceeds expectations? Well, I'll give you the answer. The answer was 1. In 4 years, there was one poor bastard who was rated meets expectations, and my joke was he or she tried to do something. And everybody said, no, you're not exceeding expectations. So how do you run an organization where with 2,000 rating opportunities, 1,999 times, you're exceeding expectations? So, and then I have lots of other stories. It's hard. It's hard. And I gave up.